Hey everybody, what's going on? Alan here. Welcome back to the garage, and we are doing today's video in the car. Yes. Well, because that's where we need to be for this video. We're checking out the diagnostic scan tool. And 3, it's cold outside, so it's a little warmer inside out of the wind. Now, the scan tool we're looking at today, Innova reached out to me and asked me to do a review on their 5610. Now this is not a touch screen, right, like the 7111, but as far as this design goes, it is all the way over here on the right. It has all the options. It is called the Car Scan Pro Plus Repair Solutions. We'll talk about the repair solutions part in a second. It does all these things, not only checking your engine light codes, your SRS codes, your ABS codes. You can data stream while you're driving. You can do TPMS sensors and transmission temperature checks, which those are the two I'm excited about personally. Is the only reason I agreed to do this was because it did the transmission temperature, just like it shows on the back here. And here is the guy. I've already got a few scratches on it, but I have not taken the plastic off just yet. It feels pretty substantial. It doesn't feel like super light, but it doesn't feel, obviously it's not too heavy. I just mean it feels quality, you know. When it has a certain weight, it means it's got a certain quality, unless they're just putting lead blocks in here. But getting on to how this thing is used, I've got my bullet points here. We're going to talk about the basics. So this thing is really neat because of the app that it includes. That is the Repair Solutions 2. What you're going to want to do is, if you got a smartphone, which of course everybody does, download the app, do the sign in, do the permissions, click the boxes, right? And it's going to link up to your scan tool here. You're going to want to plug this into your car and then check the boxes. It'll link up to the scan tool, and then you basically have everything you could see on this also on your phone. It's going to give you the codes and the readiness lights. You can see mine's yellow, and you also got the quick start guide. Tells you how to set it all up quickly anyways, right? You can go through and check out tutorials on how to use the thing. You can download the full manual at innova.com/manuals. And another cool thing I like is the suggested fixes. Like my mom's car needs an oil change, and it's suggesting Castrol here, and because it's linked up to my phone, I can just click purchase from Amazon, and it's gonna send it. And also, of course, you got to have Amazon hooked up, but you got everything hooked up on the phone, and you can just purchase, click buy all the parts you need, and it'll be at your house in just a couple days. And you could move on to working in your garage, not have to run to the store and get these parts. So those are just a few of the amazing features of this thing so far. It's pretty cool. I love the phone connectivity. So now what we're going to do is plug it into my car and see what it can find out. Now this is going to be really awesome for you Dodge owners out there with no dipstick. You now have a digital temperature reader right here. You go get that other Dorman dipstick tool from AutoZone or O'Reilly's, whatever. You got the graph that's included in the owner's manual to tell you how to use both tools, find out what your temperature level is or fluid level is, and yes, you know, awesome. Let's plug it in. So I don't know if you can hear, but the car is already running, and it does get its power from the car once you plug it in, but you can also put batteries in it. Hold the power button down, and you can have it powered on without being plugged into the car. This is really good in case you want to keep fiddling with the stuff you found, you know, while you were plugged into the car. You want to take it over like to a printer or something, or take it over closer to your Wi-Fi or whatever. or just maybe you want to, maybe it needs a system update, right? And you need to get it closer. I'm not sure if it'll do that to your phone actually, so maybe as long as it's close to your phone, we're good. I don't know. Let's plug this in and see what happens. We'll go to the menu, I guess. So the car means that it's hooked to the car, and it's just telling you to download the app here. Oh, it's not a touch screen. Okay, so you can see all the different monitors it's checking. All mine are in the green. My codes are really aren't anything to do with smog, so that's a good thing. My light is yellow, however, so I don't know if I would pass smog with that thermostat code on there. I don't have a check engine light, so I'm thinking it's not going to affect legal smog. I'm thinking I should probably just replace this thermostat with the stock one and see if that fixes it. So back at the main menu, you've got all these things here. The active test is pretty cool. You can test, in my vehicle it's a 2006, so it's very early OBD2. It doesn't have a ton of options, but I can test the fuel pump, I can test all 8 of my injectors, and I can test my radiator fans. I can also do like bi-directional, I think that's the bi-directional communication, and then the active tests I can do are like the throttle body relearn, cam and crank relearn, and I think that might be it for my vehicle at its, because of its year. Now think if we go to system status, there's the OBD2, that's where we check codes. We'll hit the enter button. You know, that's a return button. Guys, all you people who don't, that's return. See how it's down and back? That means return to the next line. That is not enter, technically. So I actually don't want OBD2, I want the TPMS sensors, because I've got this flashing light. It's not flashing at the moment, but I have the tire light that flashes. Confirm that's the vehicle I got. So I can check my supplemental restraint systems, which I didn't mean to go into. Let's go back to TPMS. And now we do got 2 codes stored. Hit the down button here to go to scroll through. Tire pressure sensor 1, tire pressure sensor 4. So that's amazing. That's something I didn't know. I knew I had a light, but I had to pay Les Schwab to tell me what was going on, right? So now if I wanted to tackle the job myself, I know what tires to change, and because of Les Schwab's price for diagnosing, this thing is just paid for 1/3 of itself. 10 minutes out of the box, this thing's already starting to pay for itself. You got Dodge OEM enhanced stuff here. So these are all 4 codes. Got the thermostat, left rear wheel speed, probably needs a wheel speed sensor. Gear ratio error in 3rd, that's a TCM code. So that's cool. That's checking all the modules then. And gear ratio error in 1st. Now, for those of you following along, you may or may not know, on my Instagram and Facebook, I had to have the Magnum towed home. Yes, the Magnum is down and out. Transmission, the junkyard transmission I bought some time ago. What happened to the color? Come back to me. The transmission I bought from the junkyard some time ago has finally given up the ghost. Now this video isn't supposed to be too long, and I think it's already starting to get there, but I have looked and looked and looked. I even went through tutorials that they offered, and I could not find out where or how to check the transmission temperature on this thing. I'm sorry, Dodge guys. Maybe Innova, when you see this video, if you see it, hit me up and talk it amongst yourselves, and then hit me up and let me know if you guys can help me figure out how to check the transmission temperature fluid, or if there's a reason why I can't. But that's gonna do it for this review, guys. Thank you so much. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you want to see more videos like this, review videos, I can do tons more. I have tons of people trying to get a hold of me for cameras, scan tools. I'm turning down more than I'm doing. So let me know if this is the kind of stuff you like. Leave a comment. Hit that super thanks button down there if you want to help out get the lift up in the backyard. I'd appreciate that. But until next time, see you later.